Islands go well beyond the small and faraway territories. They actually represent an oasis of cultural and biological diversity. Over a decade now, a group of foresighted leaders are showing why the international community should tackle urgently climate change and biodiversity degradation. Almost 75% of the world's coral reefs are threatened. Sea level rise, ocean acidification, and change in species distribution are problems related to climate change, but impacting small island development states more than any other region. Swimming against this wave of bad news, a group of islands is joining efforts to achieve the 2020 biodiversity targets and the recently agreed Sustainable Development Goals.
10 years ago in Curitiba, Brazil, the Convention on Biodiversity, Conference of the Parties, adopted a program of work on island biodiversity. And islands and island countries and countries with islands spent maybe 2.5, 3 years advocating and developing that program of work. And once it was adopted, and actually during the process of adoption, a lot of people that had been working on developing the program of work realized that while there was great global policy having been developed, there was a lot of frustration about the potential for lack of implementation to happen. And so the Global Island Partnership was really founded to focus on implementation.
Island states are highly diverse, and they are diverse in twofold, in the fauna and flora, in the biodiversity, but also in cultures. So if you want to save these cultures, if we want to save their economy, we have to use eco-based adaptation for climate change, to save these wonderful biodiversity and cultural diversity. And this is also one part of mainstreaming, getting together climate and biodiversity.
Several member states of the EU are islands, and several member states of the EU include islands in their territory. So to give you an example of my own member state, which is Portugal, the majority of its territory, if you count the marine part, is clearly from the islands, the archipelagos. So, and as elsewhere, where you have islands, you have biodiversity. So a big chunk of European biodiversity is indeed in its islands.
The Global Island Partnership promotes action to build resilient and sustainable island communities by inspiring leadership, catalyzing commitments, and facilitating collaboration. The celebration of this partnership that took place in Cancun during the United Nations Biodiversity Conference was a call for all actors to make an impact, regardless of size or political status.
We don't have to see everything as a crisis. Everything is difficult, and people have very limited capacity in many islands, but we have to be looking at what we can actually do, not always focus on what we can't do. And so that's really very much what you'll hear tonight. Maybe about 4 or 5 years ago, we adopted the idea of bright spots, and those are really places where solutions are happening.
Global Islands Partnership, GLISPA, what we're celebrating here tonight, is how all of the islands from various parts of the world, you know that the Global Islands Partnership is spearheaded by the leadership of the Seychelles, the leadership of Palau in the Pacific, the leadership of Grenada, and the British Virgin Islands in the Caribbean. And so what you're seeing here is the Indian Ocean, the Pacific Ocean, the Caribbean coming together to work diligently to keep focus on the issues that are affecting small island developing states, because unity is strength, and we want to make sure that that message is clear as we move forward.
For example, in the Seychelles with their marine spatial plan, or and their debt swap approach, how can we do more of those, and how can we sensitize other islands to doing it? So when you think about islands, we think about small populations, quite dispersed, and we have to help share information and share knowledge and share inspiration between them.